Hey everyone, welcome back to a YouTube channel of ServerAvatar. In this tutorial, we are gonna see how easily you can connect a Google Cloud provider server or the VM with a ServerAvatar. We are gonna follow the few steps to connect a server with a ServerAvatar. But before starting, let me tell you some of the prerequisites for the VM or server by the ServerAvatar for your server. So there are some of the prerequisites are: make sure 43210 port is the open for the server avatar communication. Make sure you will use the Ubuntu versions. There are the specific Ubuntu versions supported by the server avatar, that is the 20.04, 22.04 and 24.04. So make sure you use this. Apart from this, make sure whenever you will connect with a fresh server. Make sure you do not connect a server that has been currently already in use. That will be not work. Make sure you use the fresh server. And if your IP address has been changed at any time while you will restart, stop, or at that time, you can directly update the IP address server on a server avatar. So you do not need to worry about what happened when the IP address has been changed. So these are the some of the prerequisite, and the fourth point was the one of the tip that I will want to provide you. So okay, let's start. So first we will visit a Google Cloud Console and we will create one of the server. So if you are the new user, please sign up with a Google Cloud, and if you are the existing user, please log in. Okay. Once you will log in, please here you can see the elegant dashboard for the Google Cloud. Now search for the VM or compute engine, anything. Let me search for the compute engine. Yeah, in search result here you can see it has been shown here. Okay. In the compute engine, here go to the VM instance. Okay, it will. Okay. Now enable this compute engine. So here you can see that it has been enabled. So let's create the instance that will be the virtual machine. So click on a create an instance button, and here we have to provide the some of the information or some of the details for create the instance. Okay. So here first we have to give a name. So I will give it as a name as a server avatar. Okay. Here according to your requirement you can select a region and zone, and according to your requirement you can select the CPU. So here I am gonna select the instance type will be the E2. So according to your requirement you can again select. Now let's move towards the operating system. So here we have the some of the limitations, like the server avatar supports only Ubuntu. So we will select Ubuntu. Okay. Here there are some specific version that has been supported by the server avatar, that is the 20.04, 22.04 and 24.04. So for this tutorial we are gonna select a 20.04. That will be the Ubuntu version that we are gonna use. And the size that you can select according to your requirement. For here we are selecting the default size that will be the 10 GB. Okay. Select. Okay. Now move to the data protection. Leave this as it is and configure according to your requirement. Both of the options are there. Then go to the networking. In networking, allow the firewalls for the HTTP traffic and HTTPS traffic. Both the traffic should be enabled. And configure the anything required according to your requirement. Okay. Now go to the observability. Okay. Here leave everything as it is, and security also be same as it is, and advanced option also be same as it is. You can configure according to your requirement. There is a nothing like you have to fix it as leave it as it is. You can configure this as it is according to your requirement. Then click on a create. So our instance has been started creating. So within a few seconds it will be up and it will be running. So here you can see our server has been up and running. So let's now configure the 43210 port should be open. So for that, go to the name of the server, like name of the instance, that is the server avatar. Click on that, and here you have to go to the network. network interface. Here in a network interface, you can see there is the network as a default group. Okay, go there, click on that. And here we need to update a firewall rules or add a firewall rules. So for the firewalls, go to the firewall, and here we have the button to add a firewall rule. And if you want to check the existing firewall rule, then you can just click on that, and here you can see the what all are the enabled or added firewall rules are available. So here you can see that by default 80 port is enabled, that is the HTTP port, and 443 port is enabled for the HTTPS, and 22 is for SSH, and TCP 33890 port has been enabled. So here we have to add a firewall rule for the 43210 port. So I click on add a firewall, and here give this name for that rule. So I am gonna give it as a server avatar port. Okay, and here according to your requirement or according to your way, you can provide the description. Then here you can select the direction of the traffic, that will be the ingress, inbound traffic. So that by default we will leave it as it is an ingress. And then we need to select the target. So here select the all the instances in the network. Here select the range source filter, that will be the IPv4 range. So we are going to select the IPv4, and here give the IPv4 range. So by default we want to allow the traffic from the all the IPv4 IP addresses. So we are gonna give it as like this. So it will allow the all the IPv4. Okay. Then we have to provide the protocols and ports. So protocols will be the TCP, and the port will be the 43210 port that is we required. Okay, then click on a create. So within a few seconds it will be created, and you can check it on the firewall rule. Here you can see that ServerAvatar port 43210 port has been added in the firewall rule. Okay, so now let's again go to the VM dashboards, and we will log in as a SSH user or the root user. So you have the two options. You can take a IP address and password, and you can log in from your window, and here from here also you can directly log in. So we will directly log in into the server by the default option provided by the Google Cloud. Okay, so it will take a few seconds to log in. So by that time we will go to the ServerAvatar, and we will create a new server. So if you are the new to the ServerAvatar, then please sign up with a ServerAvatar by the click on a start free trial, and if you are the existing user, then please click on a login. So once you are login, click on the create, and here we want to create a server. So click on a server. Here we are gonna select the custom method, as we are using the GCP, that is the by default option is not provided. So we are gonna go with a custom way. So here select the server name. Server name will be the ServerAvatar. That will be the server name. Here you have the two ways to connect your server with a ServerAvatar is by entering your IP address and root password, and another one is the without IP address and root password. I would recommend to always use the without IP address and root password. That it is basically the safe method. If you don't want to provide a IP and root password, the main is the root password. Then the second option is the clean up a server. Select the first option if you want to allow a ServerAvatar to clean all the conflicting packages. At that time select the first option, otherwise select the second option, that no, do not clean up my server whenever there any conflicting packages. So that here are the some of the basic requirements that we have already discussed, like a 43210 port is unable for the incoming connection by the ServerAvatar. Then public IP address has been changed at any time, then you can update it directly into the ServerAvatar. Then supported OS will be the Ubuntu 20.04, 22.04 and 24.04. Make sure whenever you are connecting, you will connect a fresh server. So these are the basic requirements by the ServerAvatar for your server. Now here are the few options for the tech stacks, like ServerAvatar provides the Apache tech stacks, that is the LAMP text, then the Nginx text, which is the LAMP text, and OLS text, that is the LOM text, and here it also provides the Node.js text, that is the MERN text. So according to your requirement, you can select. So basically the OLS is the best for the WordPress sites. Nginx, it will be the best for if you want to apply the proxy, and the Apache is the most stable version and most widely used by the developers. And the node stack is the MERN stack. It will be used for the MERN developer or the whoever want to deploy the MERN application. Okay. So here we are gonna select the MERN stack. Okay. Then click on a connect now. Once you will connect, here you will see there are the two steps that the server avatar has asked you to follow. First one is a login into your server as a root user. So let's see that we have been logging into the server as a root user or not. So let's wait that it has been connecting with a server. So here you can see it has been successfully established a connection with a server with a SSH. So first is a login as a root user. So sudo su command to be a root user. Okay, so we are logging as the root user. Okay, next is we have to run this below command as a root user. So we will copy this and we will paste it down here and we will run this. So it has been started and within the few seconds it will be completed. It will take a few seconds to connect a server with a server avatar. Once it will be get connected, it will again take a time to configure the packages or the install the some of the dependencies and the packages. So we can check it by here. So here you can see it has been completed. So now check this, go to the dashboard, and here you can directly check that it has been reflected here. You can go to that the server avatar, that the created server, and here you can see that it has been started creating. So it will take around a 5 to 15 minutes to complete all the setups and server installations. It will install all the dependencies and all the stakes that has been mentioned at there. So it will take a few seconds, few minutes, and after that you will be able to use this server with a server avatar. So here you can see it has been started finalizing. It has installed a Redis, MongoDB, Node.js, Nginx, swept configured, and it has also checked all the ports, and now the things has been finalizing. So there are some more few dependencies. It is getting the install, and now you can see that your server has been ready to host the application in a database. So here you can see that our GCP server or GCP VM or a Google Cloud service provider has been VM has been connected here. So if you like this video, then please like, comment, subscribe, and please do not forget to press the bell icon button. Thank you.